Hey guys, I was unsure what to do for a video today, so I thought we'll just do a bit of Binding of Isaac. This might be a one-off of this game, or equally, if you guys like it, then I may do more of them. So, if you've never played this game before, basically you go along the floor, or the level, whatever you want to call it, and you explore the rooms, and you gather consumables, and you kill enemies, and then at the end of the floor, you face a boss, and then you go down to the next floor, and every room and floor and enemy and item and everything is all randomly generated, so every run is different from the last run. So it's an extremely what would you say, it's a very varied game. You can buy the game and get hours of playtime out of it, so I like it a lot. I think we'll just play as Isaac. I like playing as Isaac best, just because of the D6. I'm going to explain little bits of the game, but in case this is a one-off video, there's no point in me explaining it in too much depth, because if it's a one-off video, then you don't necessarily need to know. So, like I said, I'll explain little bits as we go along, but I'm not going to be explaining... Oh, that's bad damage. I'm not going to be explaining masses about the game. I'm not amazing at the game. I'm okay at it. So yeah, we'll just see how we go. This rock here, you see it has a little mark on it. It's a tinted rock, so we can place a bomb and blow it up, and then it can give us a variety of different things, but this time it's given us another bomb, and this blue heart here. So you see we have red hearts up in the top left, and basically we kind of like in Zelda and things like that, you can only have as many hearts as you have heart containers. So at the moment we have 3 heart containers, so we can only pick up another half a red heart, but we can't pick up any more than that. Whereas these blue ones are not refillable, but they stack on top. So we're going to wait to pick that up, because we would rather lose health that we can replace with red hearts than straight away lose that blue heart that we then can't refill. Once we lose it, it's gone forever. So let's kill these guys. So I will pick it up before we go down to the next floor. Because at that point we can't pick it up after we've gone down to the next floor, because we will have left it behind. So basically the game, as you would expect, gets harder as you go through it. So these first levels are reasonably easy. The enemies are low health and things like that. So let's pick up that key. If you shoot the poops, you can sometimes get money and things like that from them, so that's why we're shooting them. In case you hadn't noticed, we shoot with our tears. This game is quite sort of black humour, which if that's your kind of thing, then that's great. If you're easily offended, then maybe stop watching this video right now, because this oh, we don't want to get hit there. Yeah, this game isn't afraid to touch on kind of dodgier subjects, things like that, which you'll gauge more the more items we pick up and things like that. So we were lucky not to get hit there, actually. So let's pick up this room here. This yellow like archway shows that this room is the item room, so you can see it just has an item in it. These are anti-grav tears, and I'm not going to pick them up because I hate them. So I'm afraid you'll have to wait for another day to see what they do. And actually I don't, you see this, we put down the item that we had. That is because this is an active item, the one we've picked up, and so is our D6, that's also an active item. So we have to pick, basically, we can't carry them both. And I prefer the D6, so we're going to leave the unicorn horn behind for now. I hate Curse of the Blind because it gets rid of my map and I can't see where I'm going, and my memory isn't particularly good to visualize where I am, so let's not get hit by those. Let's not get hit by these. These flies are fast. This room is fine as long as you keep an eye on all of the flies, because they are fast and they can corner you really easily. But we should be fine here. We shouldn't be taking damage at this point. Like, oh, well, there you go. You couldn't script it, could you? Right, shoot all these poops. And head into here. Let's not get hit by these guys because We don't have very much health left. I haven't forgotten about that blue heart, don't worry. I was gonna take it right before we went down to the next floor, but I'm thinking that I'm tempted to just take it now in case we die, but so right, we've picked up what's called a trinket, and you see it down in the bottom left hand corner of our screen, and it basically this particular this particular trinket does strange things to our tears. I'm massively simplifying what the item does, but just because, like I said earlier, oh there we go, we're dead. We'll start a new run. We'll just jump straight into another run. I often get further than I got in that run. Like I've managed to beat through the game and things like that, but it's significantly harder to play the game and actually think of things to say. So I'm getting a little bit of respect for YouTubers that I watch that put out Isaac content. Ooh, yeah, we'll use this straight away. This takes us to a thing called the Deal with the Devil. So basically you can see that we can trade heart containers for these items. Now, I definitely want Abaddon, because it's a big damage up and it does other things as well. I don't think we want Gimpy, which is what this other item here is. I don't think we want Gimpy. Although I should have re-rolled it, really. I was dumb there. I should have re-rolled it in case it was something that we did want. But, oh well. We'll just go with it. Kill these guys. There we go. So these, you see now, we don't have any red heart containers at all. Because it's to do with the effects of Abaddon, one of the items that we just picked up. Which I won't worry about explaining. Not for now. If I do more Isaac content, I will start to explain things more. But just for this one-off video, just kind of bear with me a bit, guys. I wanted to make sure I had a video out, and this is what I chose to do in the end. So yeah, if you don't like it, then just don't watch the video. I won't be offended if you if this doesn't get as many views and things as the other content, like the Pokemon content and things. So we picked up an item called Capricorn a second ago, which is just an all stats up. So we have stats in this game. You can see on this screen we have like damage, range, speed, shot speed, luck, and then my brain has just forgotten what the last one is. But yeah, so basically it just upped all of our stats. That's what it did. So we don't want that battery yet because we have a full charge on our item. Oh, we want that. It's another damage upgrade. Basically, if it's a damage upgrade, you don't want to re-roll it. You just want to take it. That's the general rule of thumb with this game. Not all of the characters start with the D6, so you can't actually re-roll most of the time. But Isaac, he starts with it. There are different characters in this game. I can't remember exactly how many, but it's like 9 or 10 or something. So, and each one starts with different stats, different items, things like that. Not all of them start with items, but you get the idea. So we're going to fight the boss now. Hopefully not die. We shouldn't die against Famine, because Famine's got nice, easy patterns. He's quite easy to avoid. And we shouldn't have any trouble with him. He's one of the easier first floor bosses, in my opinion. There we go. Right, we want Cube of Meat. I don't want to re-roll it. It's an orbital. It blocks shots that are coming in to hit us. And we can also deal damage with it. So if we were to like run into an enemy with it, we'd have to be careful not to get hit. But it would deal damage for us. So we're just going to jump straight down to the next floor. And see what awaits us down here. So, right, let's try not to get hit. Because we want to keep our health. Because like I started explaining earlier and then stopped explaining, we do have a red heart container now, but because we picked up the all stats, so that gave us a heart container. But you can see when we lose hearts, you'll see next time we take damage, they're not refillable. So once they're gone, because we only have one red heart container. So that one is refillable, but the others aren't. We don't want box of spiders, but we're going to pick it up and put it back down again so it doesn't show up again. And we're going to re-roll it. Turdy Touch. Turdy Touch is okay, but If we can get another charge, I would like to re-roll that item again. So we'll see. I don't think we're going to be able to fight enough rooms to get another charge, but we'll try. We'll do our best. We can only work with what the floor gives us. We might find a battery as well. So right, we're going to use this bomb we just picked up to blow open the tinted rock. We only have one key, but we will use it on this. And that was a good decision because it gave us a key back and some other stuff. Why am I going that way? Let's go this way. Let's not get hit by the fires. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get another charge on the D6 to be able to re-roll that item that we left behind. But we'll go and fight the boss. We'll probably just go back and pick it up. But I want to make sure I don't get like a battery drop or something, because I'll be annoyed if I pick it up and then actually could have re-rolled it in the end. So, let's kill Little Horn. There we go, easy. We have okay damage at the moment, so it's not too difficult to kill these bosses. Yeah, we're just going to pick this up because it's okay. We're just going to use the 2 of clubs. It doubled our bombs, basically. You can see we have consumables up in the top left, and we had 2 and now we have 4. Because that's what that card does. Oh, we want Brimstone. Brimstone is very good. You will see what it does if you've not seen Brimstone before. Basically, we charge up a shot now instead of firing it all the time. But when we charge it up, we'll start to flash red like this. And then we just shoot out a big shot. And it's very good. So we're going to go and quickly pick up Turdy Touch. Oh, let's wiggle through there. And then we're just going to head straight down to the next floor, to be honest. We don't need to explore all of the rooms. There's no reason for us to. We're quite strong, so we might as well just carry on down to the next floor. So this video might be a little bit longer than my other content has been so far, because Isaac, unless you're quite good at the game, as in better than I am at the game, generally an Isaac run is probably, I don't know, half an hour to 40 minutes if you beat the whole game. It's unlikely that I'll beat the whole game, but we'll just see how we go. I'm basically just, it might be a bit longer than other videos have been. Right, this guy's going to be annoying because we're going to have to get him to pop up, and then there we go. Because we can't hit him when he had his skull down. We can't do any damage to him. That was very close. We nearly took damage there. So you can see how good Brimstone is. We're just unlimited range, which is really handy. And we can just basically, we just wreck everything that we hit, really. Brimstone's, it does quite a lot of damage. So, let's kill those guys. See, like, yeah, you can see how easy this makes the game. So at the moment, we haven't got 1 heart container. You can see up in the top left it's changed. It's just we have a curse that means we can't see how much HP we have. So, I think we had sort of 7 or 8 hearts, I think. And no red heart containers because I used the red heart container that we did have to pick up Brimstone. So we don't need the lovers because that drops red hearts and we have no red heart containers at the moment. So it's useless. Oh, that was, we definitely should have been hit there. That was lucky. So let's get rid of these guys. Oh, yeah, we didn't need that rainbow poop. Again, I'm sorry if it annoys people that I'm not explaining more about the game, but like I've already said, if I do more of this kind of content, I will begin to explain the game more. So, I need to play better. Getting distracted. So, pick that up. Oh, okay, we've got to the boss already, which is nice. I don't think we've been to the item room yet on this floor though. Oh, he's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot. Oh no, we're good. We're good. There we go. So we're gonna pick up this as well. This is another cube of meat, and you'll see it will transform the cube of meat that we already have, so that now it shoots when we charge, which is cool. Krampus. We're just gonna wreck Krampus. Krampus is normally quite annoying, and we have very good damage, so he's totally fine. Get rid of that guy. So we don't want Krampus's head because it's an active item. We're going to pick it up. We're going to put it back down. Oh, let's get rid of that fire before it hits us again. And then we're going to re-roll it. Yeah, little brimstone. Little brimstone is good. You will see what it does next time I fire a shot. Essentially, he is what he sounds like. He's a little tiny follower that shoots brimstone. So you can see, there we go. It's like we have 2 brimstone lasers now, which is always a good thing. We want Seraphim, really. So Seraphim is another little familiar. It shoots decent damage, homing tears, I think. I think that's what it does. We don't need to go to the shop, which, by the way, is what that door is with the lock on it. Let's just go straight down to the next floor, because we don't need to be on this floor any longer, really. Yeah, let's just drop straight down. Yeah, we're going pretty well at the moment. I mean, you can see we're just completely wrecking these rooms right now. Oh, I might as well have picked that up because we don't have a trinket at the moment, and that thing that dropped on the floor was what's called a trinket, and you'll see it will go down in the bottom left hand corner of our screen. And different trinkets do different things, and you can, they're temporary effects, so they only do what they do when you're holding the trinket. So this one just ups our luck stat slightly, I think that's all it does. Sometimes items have sort of hidden effects that they don't say on the screen when you pick them up. This is just a health upgrade, but I think actually we want it, because health upgrades aren't particularly, like, they're okay, they're not fantastic items. The item we got earlier, the Turdy Touch item, that's why that enemy turned into a poop. But no, like I was saying, the health upgrades are useful for deal with the devils. So when we traded away heart containers to get generally quite powerful items, so that's why we're okay picking that up. We don't need those batteries because we have a full charge. Oh, that was lucky. I think Cube of Meat blocked that shot there. Oh, no, we haven't killed the enemies. There's one down here. So, oh, don't get hit by that. There we go. We'll just pick this up. The Fool. Yeah, we'll take the Fool with us. Alright, Gertie's quite a tanky enemy, but we're doing quite a lot of damage, so this shouldn't be a very long fight. This run is making me look better than I am, by the way, because it's quite powerful. So as long as we kind of stay alive, we're gonna have a good time. So yeah, this is another health upgrade, but it's also a damage upgrade, so I am gonna pick it up. I don't think we've been... No, we have been to the item room because it was the health upgrade, wasn't it? I think so. We're gonna just go down to the next floor. Let's kill these. At this point, I'm just trying to kind of sweep through the floors, to be honest. One of the main reasons that you would explore more of the floor would be if you were sort of looking for things to make your run more powerful. So, for example, going to the item room because you want a good item to give you more damage or stuff like that. We're just going to get hit through there because our speed isn't great, so it's hard to get through those. But because we're already doing so much damage, it's kind of, we don't need things like the item room and stuff, really, to be honest. Some speed, like a speed upgrade would be nice, because that's about the only thing that we are not great with. Let's walk around those instead of through them. Oh, that was very close. So these guys are really annoying. These are probably one of my least favourite enemies in the whole game. Basically, the mask protects the heart, and you have to kill the heart to get rid of the mask. The mask doesn't take damage, so you can't just kill the mask, and the mask will just, like, home onto you. They're annoying. They're just one of those enemies that my brain doesn't seem to work out very well, and I often get hit by them. So we want to find the boss as soon as possible, really. And oh, that was close as well. Oh, that's a good trinket. The cancer trinket, trinket, basically ups our fire rate, so you can see we're charging brimstone really quickly now. We don't want to bother with that. The tower drops a load of bombs, and I normally hit myself when I use it, so I'm just not going to bother with that. Yeah, that was going to happen though. There we go. Also, you might have noticed the black hearts, when we take damage, that loses us the heart. So if you take damage and you've only lost half the heart, it doesn't do it. But if you take damage and it gets rid of the second half of the heart or the whole of the heart, it does damage to things in the room. So we want to try and... Oh! I'm really not good versus the bloat. The bloat is, again, one of those enemies that my brain just can't work out. So we're going to blow up that tinted rock. Gave us... we want this because it's a speed upgrade, which is what I asked for. Oh, cricket's head. Sweet. That's a good damage upgrade. So we haven't been to the item room, but I'm just going to go down to the next floor because we don't need to explore the whole floor. We're just going to continue with this. So at the end of this floor is one of the kind of main bosses in the game. Let's try not to get hit so much. And that is Mum. That's the boss at the end of this floor, as in like our mother. And yeah, it's all to do with the storyline of the game. If I remember to edit it in, then I might possibly make it so this video has the kind of the story intro of this game, but it's a very basic story. Basically, our mum is very Christian. Like I said, this game is not scared to offend. And she kind of goes a bit crazy because she thinks, oh, we got speed down, that's not good. She kind of goes a bit crazy because she thinks that we're being corrupted, and she locks us in a basement, and then she comes at us with a knife. This is another speed upgrade, so we want that. So yeah, essentially at the end of this floor, we kill our mother. And then we go down into her womb for the next 2 floors, or her utero, depending on which floor you get. And then we kill Mum's heart, and then there are different bosses after that, which I won't bother explaining unless we get to them. I'll leave you some form of mystery. So yeah, it's an interesting game. We don't want that trinket because it does bad things. It'd be really nice if the map didn't keep teleporting us as well. You can get different curses on different floors, so like for example that floor where we couldn't see our health. And it just so happens on this floor we have a curse that teleports us around sometimes. So sometimes the room we walked into is not the room that we appear in. And I need to stop taking so much damage because I have lost quite a lot of health. So let's blow up that tinted rock. Ooh, I'm not liking that it keeps giving us these chests because we've got like the best item we can get from the chests, which was Cricket's head. I'm not going to bother with that bomb because it's over the spikes. Kill these guys. Excuse me, sir. Could you stand still? Thank you. Yeah, sure. We'll bomb. See what's in this chest. That was not worth our time. So you see, we now face our mother. So she shouldn't be too hard work because, like I said, we have higher than average damage. That was really bad damage for me to take there. There we go, we beat her. Whoop, and then we just got hit by like one of the weakest enemies in the game, which was the spider. So we've got a couple of things here. We're going to take this. Again, I won't bother explaining everything in the game. Yeah, sure, we'll take Whore of Babylon, which gives us a damage upgrade when we're on, I can't remember, it's, if you have no red heart containers it definitely gives you the damage upgrade, but I think it can also do it if you have half a red heart container full. So for example, if we lost half of that red heart, we would get it. Now I quite want 2020 because it's one of my favourite items in the game. So we are gonna pick this up, and then I don't want to fight boss rush particularly, but actually we're so powerful we might as well really. We'll see how we go. Because I have a card down in the bottom right hand corner of my screen called the Fool that basically lets me teleport into the start room of that floor. So I could use it to teleport out of this room here where we're facing all of these enemies, which is called boss rush. That's what this is called. This kind of mechanic or level or whatever you want to call it. Oh my, why am I getting like pushed around? What is, oh, it's people with the eye. Okay, that's fine. Because what I don't want to do is die on this. We are very powerful and we have no excuse to die on boss rush, because we are like near enough one-shotting most of the enemies that we are facing here, even the bosses. So just concentrate, don't do that again because that was very close. I've just got to be careful for where they spawn, because if you're stood where they spawn, you're going to have a bad time. Keep an eye on you because you shoot a brimstone laser if I let you live for too long. Let's get rid of you because you lay poops on the floor that hurt me. They're like special red poops and they give us a bad time. Normally boss rush is a lot harder than this, but because we are so powerful, it's not really proving too much of a challenge. Which I now can't die, because if I die I'm gonna look like a ride dummy. That was very close, nearly got hit there. I can't see where you spawned, that's handy. There you are. Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I don't like this one because it shoots lasers out in different directions, but we killed it before it could shoot. I hate the adversary, which is this boss down here right underneath me, because he's really annoying. Oh, that was very close. Where you gone? There you gone. Where you gone? There you gone. Don't you hurt me. Whoop, that was way too close for comfort. Monstro 2 is not difficult. Don't get hit by him. There we go. I'm making this look much easier than it normally is. This mode, this boss rush. Oh, there we go. Okay, we done it. Host hat. No, we'll reroll. Oh, we shouldn't have re-rolled because host hat is passive and this is active, so we can't take this with us. Oh, it gave us a dice shard. That is useful because the dice shard lets us re-roll again, and there we go. Sweet. So this, as it said on the screen, gives us a slow effect to our tears. So sometimes when our tears hit enemies, they will slow them down. So let's just head down to the next floor. I'm not going to bother with all those things that were on the spikes because I will probably just hurt myself trying to get them. You can kind of blow them off the spikes with if you use a bomb, but I'm not going to worry with that. So now that we've come down to this next set of floors, we've killed Mum and we've come down. Basically, you now don't take half heart of damage when you get hit. You always take a whole heart. So we don't want to take that pill because it will make our map disappear. I'm not going to open that chest because I don't want to, because I'm trying to kind of speed through these next two floors. Oh, don't get hit by Andy because he's really easy with your damage. Shoot the wipe is actually okay, but I'm going to leave it because, again, it's an active item and I like ID6. I want to keep ID6. We can go and re-roll that now that we have a full charge. So, I don't know if this does anything with Brimstone. Does it do anything? I don't know, I can't tell. It normally makes your shots kind of wider so that they hit enemies. Like they have a sort of a larger hitbox on them, I suppose. But I don't know if it does anything with Brimstone. There are so many items in this game that not all of them synergize with each other. And a lot of them don't synergize with each other in the way that you'd think they might. So, ooh, that was close. We don't need that battery, we've still got a full charge. And you can see we're doing, like, our damage is just disgusting at this point. Like, we are just wrecking face over and over again. Which is nice. It's nice when that happens. And the boss is right in here, so... come on, jump up, Skorlex. Okay, we have to hit the end of his tail, so hitting him there would be useless. We want to hit that bit. There we go. One more time should do it. Perfect. I am going to re-roll. Oh, brilliant. Pentagram is very good. And we have a transformation. Sometimes if you pick up certain sets of items in this game, you can transform into different things. So we got the Leviathan transformation, which means that we now fly. I think it does other things to you, but I'm not sure. Right, let's head down. So we can now fly over these rocks and stuff like that, which is handy. because you can use the rocks to block shots and things like that. They won't block explosions because the explosions will just explode the rock, but it's handy. And also we can fly over the creep that gets left on the ground that would normally hurt us, that certain enemies leave. Like that was creep there on the floor and we didn't get hit by it because we can fly. That's another amnesia pill, I think. Yeah, we don't want that. I mean, we're going to carry it with us, we're just not going to take it because it would make our map disappear and I don't want that. So I didn't really need to go in here. I might as well just go and fight the boss. I don't want that trinket. That trinket, I don't know if it still does what it used to do, but it like transports you out of the room that you're in when you lose HP, and it's just annoying because it resets like the health. Like when you go back into that room you were in, the enemy you were facing that dealt damage to you will have all their health back again. So we could do Hush, but Hush is kind of annoying. I probably have to though. This is a good run. We'll go and do Hush. Hush is very difficult and I don't beat Hush very often, so I will probably die on this floor, but you guys can see the boss that I'm talking about. So we don't really want either of those, so I might just re-roll both of them. This might be okay. The more we hit an enemy, the more powerful our shots get. Spelunker's hat isn't really that great. Oh, and we have no keys left. So actually I should have timed that a bit better. I should have done the shop first, but yeah, it's fine. Right, okay. The Hush is annoying because it's just a great big bullet hell. When you've got Brimstone like we have, so you've got unlimited range, it's a lot easier because you don't have to get up in close near the bullets. You can just go on the other side of the map and then you have time to dodge the shots. But Hush has a lot of HP, and it's just, I mean, you can see like bullet hell. So it's just a lot of dodging and trying to keep an eye on as much of the screen as possible, making sure you don't get cornered, and trying to do damage at the same time. I should have got hit there. Oh, let's weave through. Oh, we've got ourselves a bit cornered in here. Oh my, yeah, I was gonna say, how did we not get hit there? We were gonna get hit. So. Okay, I need to get myself out of this nonsense. There we go. So, but you can see we're doing crazy damage and we've only done that much to the Hush. That's how much HP it has. And I think it kind of scales with how much damage you have. So even if you have lots of damage, it will always have a lot of HP. So these flies shouldn't be too much of a problem because Brimstone's marvelous. Let's not get caught in this. You have to be patient on the Hush fight, and that's the trap that I fall into, is just wanting to just deal damage and kill him as quickly as possible. But you have to take the time to dodge, otherwise you will just lose all your HP. So we might manage to beat him because we've already done almost half of his HP, and we've taken one hit so far, I think. But it can go incredibly wrong very quickly when you fight the Hush, so I don't want to speak too soon. These guys will be nice and easy. You have to imagine that if you don't have very, very, very good damage, this is a really difficult fight. Oh, these shots are annoying. They're basically continuum shots, so the best thing you can do is stay in the same spot because they just travel across the screen and keep going, keep going, and keep going, like kind of looping across the screen. So generally, if it didn't hit you the first time around, it won't hit you when it comes back across. Oh, that's... You see what I mean? It can go very quickly, go wrong very quickly. Let's just stay in this spot and hope we don't get hit. This is very close. I'm going kind of quiet because I'm trying to concentrate. You see, when he's down like that, we can't hit him, so I've got to try and save my brimstone charges for when he's above the ground. I think we might do this. I think we might actually... I'm going to look like a complete pro on this. Oh, I say as I take damage. I think we're going to get hit again soon. I don't think we're safe from the continuum shots here. There's just so much to think about on the Hush fight. Oh, don't get hit by those. This is going to be very close, guys. I think even if we survive Hush, which we just have, which apparently I haven't done as Isaac before, so I just got an unlock. But the thing is, we now have to go and do the rest of the levels. There's only 2 more levels. I'm making this game look very, very short because we just have wiped through it. But normally it takes a lot longer than this because you don't have crazy damage like this. But the thing is, we're probably just going to die. We can shelter over these rocks, so rooms like these are fine. But there will be rooms that will want to screw us. This one's okay. What's this card? We can double our money. That's kind of useless at this point because there are no shops in which to spend our money. You can use your money for other things, but that's the main use of money in this game. So we want to find the boss and just get down and kill, like finish the game. That's what we want to do, because if I could just get a victory on my first Isaac video that I upload on my channel, that would be really cool. It would make me look like I was actually good at the game, and whereas I'm actually extremely mediocre. I mean, I've seen YouTubers that literally can just play this game and not take any damage through the whole of the run, so I don't consider myself even like anything, like I said, anything above mediocre. That was bad damage. One more hit and we die, guys. This is risky. I need a heart, as in not a red heart because that's useless. I need a blue heart or a black heart. Please, game, give me a blue or a black heart. There we go. There's a blue heart. Perfect. I appreciate it, game. Your cooperation is great. I value it. Where the hell is the boss room? Don't get hit by daddy long legs. There we go. Let's open this. Yeah, it's kind of, we don't really need that stuff at this point. Oh, careful. The further you get into the game, the less use you can kind of gain from consumables, because they're useful for things like shops and stuff, which we don't have after you fight Mum. So the womb onwards, you don't have shops, other than the hush fight. But that's, yeah, like I said, I'm going to try not to explain too much of the game in case this is a one-off. We want a tinted rock really, because that would give us stuff. We don't want a speed down pill, definitely. That would be tragic at this point. Right, don't get hit. Come on. You have beaten Isaac before without... Oh my god, that that was terrifying. You've beaten Isaac before without getting hit in the past. Just do it again. This phase is probably the hardest one. Oh, well that was... when he does that attack, basically you hide in a corner. And I happened to pick the corner that he started the beams in, which meant that it was like the one corner that wasn't safe. So that was kind of bad judgment, which then led to bad luck and then led to us losing. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video of Isaac. It's a bit longer than normal, so I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. If you would like to see more Isaac in the future, then comment and let me know, or give the video a like. Just anything to kind of show that you liked this and you want to see more of it. Equally, if you don't want to see more of this, please let me know, because otherwise I may put more content up in the future. So that's it really, guys. See you soon.